On Thursdays after school, I do a completely different workout to what I've been doing for my entire gym and fitness journey. Normally, I did a push-pull leg split, and when I first started my fitness journey around sort of a year ago, when the new year started in 2023, I was doing push-pull legs, and I was going to the gym at my house in my garage, which was a pretty good quality sort of home gym, 6 days a week. And I continued that throughout the whole of summer until I started school again, and then how much I was able to go to the gym severely decreased. I couldn't go after school because I had a part-time job, and I was going there like quite a lot. I would literally get home from school and then have to go straight there, so there was no time for me to go to the gym if I wanted to actually have a half decent amount of sleep. So I would work out in the mornings instead. I would get up at 6ish and I tried to do some kind of calisthenics workout, but it just wasn't really working out for me. And then eventually I quit that job, and I was able to start implementing some workouts after school. I still do a little morning workout 3 days a week, and throughout this entire time I was still working out, doing weightlifting, like doing a push workout on Sunday and a pull workout on Saturday. I was still doing that on the weekends, but now on Tuesdays I do a leg day, and on Thursdays I do a little high intensity workout, which is low weight but high repetitions. I'm talking like 30 reps. When I do my flat dumbbell bench press on like using this lighter weight, I'm getting around 30 reps per set, which gives an incredible burn and an incredible feeling. It's quite a nice sort of endurance thing to do, and it's not necessarily going to help you in your strength, but it might help hypertrophically, and it also might help in other areas of like your sort of sport and stuff. Like if you're running, you're kind of doing some kind of push movement, but it's just your arms. So doing like a low weight for 30 reps, that probably is going to like actually help you be able to run quicker in a weird sort of way, unlike when you're going to be doing a bench press where it's going to be very hard for you to actually get any kind of explosivity. And I do use some sort of plyometrics and some explosive exercises inside of the ones that I do in the morning, but the ones that I do in this Thursday upper body high intensity workout, that's the explosivity for my upper body, and the morning workouts is the explosivity for like my legs and stuff. So, and I'm just going to go through what I do in this workout. Now, the first exercise that I do is flat dumbbell bench press, and I'm doing around 30 kilograms sort of weight of pushing, and that was the kind of weight that I was first doing when I was bench pressing. Now, you may not know this, but when you do dumbbell weights, they're often a lot lighter, like in total, than how much you are able to do for the same amount of reps on a bench press. And I was doing around 32.5 kg for bench press for like, I don't know, 8-ish reps when I first started going to the gym, like in the new year. Not like just being, because this is coming out in mid-January, but I'm talking like a year and a tiny little bit ago. And now I'm doing that kind of weight on dumbbells for 30 reps, which is insane, because if I did the 32.5 kg for bench press, maybe I could be getting like 40 reps, because bench press you can lift a lot more weight than you can dumbbell press. So I personally find that quite an impressive thing. And my PR bench press now, if I'm going off on a little bit of a side tangent, is the same weight that I was doing for my deadlift when I first started a year and a bit ago, when I'm putting 3 10 kg plates each side on a 5 kilogram bar to make 65 kg. And that's sort of the amount of weight that I can do for one rep at my home gym, which is a little bit more rickety than normal sort of conventional gym that I would have at my school and stuff. I'd probably hit like 70 to 75 in a normal gym. And obviously if I did a bit more strength training, I don't do strength training too much, like I'm talking 1 rep, 2 rep, because it's a bit more dangerous if you don't have a spotter, which I don't always have available to me in my house. So my PR is probably a little bit less than someone's who was able to go to a conventional gym and sort of train strength in a bench press consistently, because they had like the availability of people around them to spot them and stuff like that. But if I go back to the actual workout, after I do my flat dumbbell bench press, I then go on to conventional lat pull downs, where you're just pulling it down like this, and I do this for 40 kg. Normally I get around 25 to 30 reps, and when I get to around 30 reps in the first set, that's when I add another 2.5 kg on. I always add 2.5 kg onto the total mass, and that's for every single exercise. When I hit like a certain amount of reps in the first or third set or anything like that, I'll just add 2.5 kg on, and then I'll try to hit that same rep goal again. Now after I do the conventional lat pull downs, I go on and do some kind of, it's not like, you know, the rope push downs that you do where you've got a rope here, it's got the little things on the ends, and you sort of go like that and straighten your arms out. I don't have that sort of attachment, so what I use is I use the lat pull down bar, which is kind of like, I don't know, it's like this thin and it curves around a bit. I just use that, and then I would sort of push down like this in a weird sort of way, and it's like, it is like a reverse bicep curl because you're pushing down. So I'm hoping, because the bicep and tricep are antagonistic muscles, I do feel it on my triceps, so it definitely does work in some capacity, but I'm hoping that it works just as much as what you would in like a conventional rope push down. And I'm doing around 20 kg for 20 to 30 reps, just doing this movement. Now after my rope push downs, I then go on to doing some hammer curls, and my hammer curls is probably the heaviest exercise relative to the a biceps, not just my biceps, but anyone's biceps sort of strength and ability compared to their chest or something like that. Like I'm only doing around 30 reps if I do it like this, and I'm doing it one at a time, and I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. But that only means like 15 reps if I was doing it like this, 1, 2, 3. So it's not as good as like the 30 to 20. It's not as high intensity. It's a lot heavier, but I still use it because it means that I don't have to sort of change the weights and stuff like that from the things that I'm doing for the lightweight flat dumbbell and incline bench press. Now after the hammer curls, I then go on to doing an incline press, and this is 2.5 kilograms less weight than what I would do in my flat dumbbell high intensity bench press. And with incline, because you're using like a smaller part of your chest, your upper chest, you're not able to get as much power and as force, so the amount that you can lift will inevitably be less. When I'm doing my actual full weighted sort of flat dumbbell bench press and incline dumbbell bench press, and that's when I'm doing like 40, 45 kilograms with dumbbells, my incline is also 2.5 kg less than my normal one. Now after incline bench press, I will then go on to doing a slightly different version of the lat pull down. Now when I first did this, it was like this. When I did this in the second exercise, it's like when you're putting it down like this, you put it down to your chest. This one is when you're gripping it like this, and it sort of works your biceps a bit more, and you're sort of pulling it down into your side, and you're doing it like a chin up. Like you've got your pull up when you're pulling yourself up onto a bar, but then you've also got a chin up when you pull yourself up to a bar like that. This is like the weighted equivalent of a chin up in essence, and I've always liked doing that. I've been doing that exercise in my workouts for around 9 months now, and I really like it because it works your biceps a lot more than a conventional lat pull down as well, but it also, you get a nice squeeze in your lats when you pull it into your torso. I quite personally like that exercise. Now that is the last exercise inside of the high intensity workout, and if this seems like something you'd enjoy, then I really do recommend trying it out. With that, I recommend subscribing, because I love this community of young tribal people who are willing to improve themselves so much more than they already have, and good luck.